Hello to everyone. Good morning. I hope you're doing great, okay? Well, my name is Sergio Andres Garcia, and I am going to talk to you about the Great Wall of China. Well, as you can see, this is one of the oldest constructions in the world. Well, the Great Wall was completed by the Qin dynasty in the year of 2021 before Christ. And it was reconstructed one last time as a military defense in the Ming Dynasty in the year 1644. It is estimated that it is 21,200 kilometers long, and it was useless against the barbarian hordes which attacked the north face of China during that period. In the 60s, it was reconstructed by last time by the national government. In 1960, okay, it was reconstructed by last time by the national government. It was designated as Humanity Cultural Patrimony by UNESCO in 1987. It is also considered one of the historic marvels of the world. Look, in this picture we can see the process of construction of the Great Wall. In the 70s decade, nothing important happened to this marvelous construction, but there were some interesting facts previous to this period which are nice to mention. For example, it is the longest wall and the biggest architectonic construction in the world. It is placed in a hard-to-build place. This is all mountains, and the variety of landscapes presents through this extension. It makes a really hard land or ground to build. In the 80s decade, it was believed that the Great Wall can be seen from space, but this is not true. This is what we call fake news. You need help to see it from space. Even from space, you need help. You need to do it with a telescope or something. Uh, Another interesting fact it is that it is not a continuous line. There are side walls, there are circular walls, there are parallel walls, and sections without a wall. So it is not continuous. To join the bricks was used rice. Rice, yeah. The element, the food, that. Yes, it was used to join the bricks. But the Qin dynasty was not the first in starting to build this construction. There are still construction works on the Great Wall, but those are only for touristic purposes, not military purposes anymore. The most relevant fact for this period, we are talking about the 90s, was the nomination by UNESCO to the Great Wall as a human patrimony. It was a big deal because the government and the entire world are forced to protect this monument with all the possible efforts, with all the money, with all the personnel, with everything, with every resource they have in their position. Okay, it is believed that the construction of the Great Wall took at least 2,000 years, and it was built by different dynasties. They all were building under the same purpose. This purpose was to protect the Chinese Empire. Okay, some people say that human bones were used to build this construction, but this is only a myth. Also, some human bones have been found in the walls, but they possibly belong to the workers who died during the construction. And well, they were buried inside the Great Wall. This is what I think happened. So this is an historic and mysterious place. Nowadays, in the 2020s, the wall looks better than ever. The Chinese government receives millions of dollars each year because of the tourists. In consequence, they also invest a lot of money in the maintenance of the Great Wall. The eyes of the world are always looking for the ancient wonders, and the Great Wall is one of the most attractive.